think I put up for the show.
You already did?
I feel like I did the show. I feel like I did that before I made the phone call. And then led to this.
That would be great because it's...
Yeah, it's like hour and 15 minutes away, so I think I put it up.
Well, that's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. You okay?
Then better.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hola, everyone, and hi. Welcome to the show today. We are working on a convertible Mustang, and no, this is not mine. Mine is black. This is silver. Although I do dig the silver. This was my first choice, but no. Today...
They don't have a silver when you buy yours?
No, they had one Mustang, and that was it. And that was the one I bought. Okay. So, and they gave me a good deal on it. No, sure. It is not my car. But it is a lot of fun. We're figuring out, because we don't do a lot of convertibles, which is sad. And most of the time when we do a convertible, the few we've done, it's just been to replace radios and stuff. Mm-hmm. So this one is cool because he's doing a bunch of Morel stuff. Go figure. Mm-hmm. And so we added in the rear speakers here. We had to make custom brackets. It's a Mustang, so all the brackets are custom because they're all thicknesses that are thinner than the current brackets and how they come, so we don't want them to hit the panels. So we had to make this one. This is a 3-part bracket. We needed 2 quarters and an eighth to get it to where it wouldn't hit the metal in the back here anymore. So that's plus we couldn't come out. It was like you have to keep it close because this you don't want it to hit the panel once it goes back on. So that's kind of nice. So this one is all set and ready to go, as you can see over there. We're probably going to leave the back of the car out for now because I've spent a lot of time today with these and just life. And the front door. So these are the Maximo Ultra.
Correct.
Coaxials.
Yes.
Pardon me. Maximo Ultra Coaxials from Morel.
Yep.
Probably never. This is the Maximo Ultra 3-way set. So this comes as a 3-way set. We've done these a couple times before. I really like these. It's a great value. Sounds amazing. And so 6.5 custom bracket for the 6.5, the 2-inch or 2 1/4 custom bracket for that. That's what all this is. I can't tell you how many times I see people try to use the factory bracket on this and it's just going to hit and it's going to suck. So there's that. Tweeter actually was kind of nice. Tweeter fit in the with some modification fit into the existing tweeter location. No, it's not the CCRW or WR. It's a different speaker. Totally different speaker, Christian. They're different. And we know this because we had to look it all up at one point. But anyways, Morel tweeter went into the factory location. Just a little bit of modification to get it in there. And then we put some of this Ground Zero foam behind it. Just because the mount for this is kind of airy. So we like to fill it up. So there's that. As you see, he's going to be getting an Epicenter. Amplifier wise, he's doing an audio control LC5-1300. It's going to power everything. And the 5th channel is going to power one of those Comp RT subwoofers. Mm-hmm. This was a system he put together. This wasn't us. I don't know where. Oh, there it is right there. So this is going to sit here and slide up underneath there. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're trying to figure out amplifier locations because we have the LC5-1300. This is a Mustang, so it's going to get AR integration through a DSR1. So we're probably going to get the EXT4 wiring harness to bring it back here. And we have the 2 passive crossovers also. So what I'm hoping is this area here behind the seat, which you kind of see now, that. So that area right there, this amplifier kind of fits perfect right there. And so we're thinking about putting everything right in this area to keep it tucked up in there. He has a actual spare tire, so we can't go on the spare tire like we normally would. And if we do that, the box is still going to sit just like that, which is up in there plenty to give us lots of trunk space. But it's a lot of little pieces, and it's a fairly big amp. And we were also thinking about going over here, but there's just a lot of stuff that has to get tucked into the amplifier. And I feel I could make a more firm bracket there. So that's kind of what we're going for. Plus, I think it would look cooler. Not gonna lie. So this is rough in a Mustang to do that, because it hangs down so much and there's not a lot of height to begin with. So I don't remember ever doing that in a Mustang. I know you say so, Christian, but I don't remember putting.
But not in the convertible.
Yeah, I was gonna say not in a convertible. It's a little different thing. That is actually this is going at an angle like this because that's where the top sits. So there's very little for us to attach to.
No sir.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what's happening there. Keeping the factory radio, obviously, because we're doing the DSR1 integration. He's got the speaker in that door. He's got the tweeter already in there. This tweeter was just waiting to put on for some reason. Yeah. So it's a vert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a coupe. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. I thought it was so. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. So the cool thing is if we do mount it there, which is nice because normally this doesn't come out, so this doesn't actually fold down. So it's a permanent fix. That's the reason why I was thinking about it. Because that'd be cool, right? Yeah, look nice. It's an automatic.
Yeah, this is an automatic.
And this is not my car because this is silver, mine is black, and I don't have those. I have expensive aftermarket wheels on mine because I'm gay.
That's why you have.
He did come down from North Carolina for this install. Is there space under the front seats? There are no space underneath the front seat. You could probably do something thin, like maybe those Kenwood Exelon really thin amplifiers. Those would probably fit, but not an LC 1300. That's definitely not going under there. Yeah, no. You could probably do maybe the DSR1 underneath there and probably the passive crossovers. That might happen. I don't know. So today has been a really crazy Monday. It's just the easiest way to say, would you agree? It's been crazy, and I've spent a lot of time just trying to get these brackets amongst the 10 other things that have been going on today. But tonight is exciting. Why is tonight exciting?
Oh, because tonight we're gonna have the live show, and we're gonna have two guests, right? Lori from Kicker and Bart
from Kicker.
So if you guys have any questions about Kicker, please save them and ask them.
Yeah, Bart's the guy.
I'm not promising if they're gonna answer.
No, not at all. But Bart knows where all the people are buried. As far as whether the bass is going to get through this car, this wouldn't have been. I honestly don't know. We've never done this in a car. There again, he designed this system. This is the first I've heard of it today. So there's a good chance this will put out enough bass. However, the really cool thing is if it doesn't, the LC 1300 is a big enough subwoofer channel that you could eventually do anything you want back here. So if this isn't enough, which he might love this amount of bass, this might be perfect for him. But if he doesn't, you go to L7T. There's a couple weird boxes that will go in here with some 10s. But anytime you do a convertible, as you can imagine, it's always a hit or miss as far as, like, when the top is up, you get great bass. When the top is down, you don't. So I'm not too stressed about it. It's going to give us some bass. We're going to have some really nice music, though, with these Morels in here as far as everything else goes. That'll be really cool.
Yes. So if you want to check it out, you can go to morelhifi.com. morelhifi.com. And this one, specific speakers are the Maximo Ultra 603 Mark IIs. Very nice. Very nice three-way set of speakers, so you can check them out. morelhifi.com.
Christian and Susan are having
fun?
Yeah, because Sue, as we know, is a he said Manic Monday.
Manic?
Yeah, it's a song. Man, just another Manic Monday. Oh, wish it was Sunday. Anyways, I think it's the Go-Go's.
Okay.
I think we've had this conversation many times. My voice sucks. I know. Anyways, point being, as far as the bass goes, not the biggest concern in the world.
Yeah.
Who were the Bengals? Oh, it might have been the Bengals. There you go. What's up? I'll go with that, Bubba. I couldn't remember if it was the Go-Go or the Bengals. Remember, they're very similar. So I'll go with the Bengals.
I go with Seahawks.
Yeah, I go with the Seahawks.
It's a Monday. Today is a Monday, so today's playing. Yeah. Okay. Point being, this is what we're working on. Yes, it has been a bit of an interesting day for sure. Yeah.
So we wanted to come on. Two things. One, obviously, whatever he just said about Morel is awesome. So we're pretty excited. We actually talked to Morel today. So we have.
Yeah.
They just signed up for the next quarter, promoting the show, which is great. So we got a lot of things. There's a bunch of new stuff on the horizon from Morel. Let's just leave it at that. There's more excitement coming your way, which I can't wait, because I always love working with those guys and coming up with cool stuff to talk about. So that's what's coming.
Who they are? Look.
Oh, it's the Bengals.
And we have a third guest.
Oh yeah, they just got here. Is the door
1,
unlocked?
2.
Oh, is that who was it? Was that John?
That's John.
Was it John Myers?
No.
No.
That's just John.
Oh, I was gonna say I saw short people and I was like, is that
That's
John?
Carlos.
Was it Carlos?
Yes.
Why didn't they mention Carlos?
I have no idea. I just
They
saw
said
Carlos.
Lori and Bart. We might actually have Carlos too.
And not Lori. I didn't see Lori.
I didn't see Lori. Oh, I might have to go in and change it.
It might be Carlos.
Could be
Bart.
Carlos and Bart. Ooh.
There you go.
Angel, come on, man. How do you expect me to answer that stuff on like this? Come on.
Not that you say something like that.
Yeah.
Let's just wait.
What are we waiting on?
To 6:30 to the show.
Oh no, I think he said
I know,
Morel
I'm
DSP.
just going.
He said Morel
emotion,
DSP.
Man.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I remember everyone let Nando read the questions. No, why would we do that?
Remember it.
Does Carlos still do the deported jokes? Oh God, I hope not.
What?
New 3-inch coaxials from Morel. That would be cool. That would be on my list of things, my wish list. You gotta understand, man. There's a lot of things I wish they would do, but they don't always listen to me. Plus, yeah,
you know what I want?
I don't know. What do you want?
I want $1 million.
Okay, Bruno Mars. But hey, listen, that's what we got. So make sure to tune in tonight on the live show. It's going to be a lot of fun. 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Also, for those of you that caught the show Saturday with our friends from MECP, and you're like, promo code. I need a promo code. There is going to be a promo code that I will announce tonight on the show. So if you're like, oh, really? Yeah, there's going to be 5% off promo code that we're going to announce tonight on the show. So if anybody is interested in getting their MECP and or just getting the information to read it like myself, because why would I take a test and actually not waste my money? But if anyone is interested, we will have a promo code tonight.
Oh, a paycheck for me will be good. There you go.
Yeah, she was sleeping this
Drop
morning.
it.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't remember what the promo code is, and I can't look at it right now on my phone, Christian. But don't worry, I'll have it for you tonight, and we'll type it up on the screen. So,
for sure.
Make sure to tune in tonight for that. And that's all I got. We gotta wrap this up because we got a half hour before the show starts doing prep work, and I have some stuff I need to figure out in this car. So make sure to tune in tomorrow on Instagram. The same thing here. We'll talk about how this went, if it's done yet, and we'll go from there. That's all I got. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tonight.
Bye, guys.
Bye. It's like a little kid stole the car.
When I haven't seen look how they fit.
Oh my gosh. What's up, everyone? There you go. What is today, Tuesday?
No, just Monday.
It feels like Monday. Hi, Ada. So we finished the Mustang. So for you guys that chimed in yesterday, you saw we put a bunch of Morel Maximo Ultra in here. 6.5-inch coaxials, 3-way set, 6.2 tweet. In the back here. What's up from Canada? And so this is a vert. It's not mine. So figured that out yesterday. I don't have one of these either. I'm not a big fan of the Pony. Anyway, so he went with the Compar T-Box into the trunk. Let me grab a light so you'll be able to see what we did. Yesterday we were debating on what we were going to do as far as amplifiers. He actually has a spare tire, which is like, okay, cool. We've seen one of those before. And the idea was we either go here, but the reason why, the reason why I didn't want to go here is we have an Epicenter Micro, we have the DSR-1. This also has the passive crossovers. So there's a body control module located behind here, and I didn't want to have to stuff all that stuff into this, and then if it ever needed to be serviced, all that has to come out. So to me, that sounded like a bad idea to go there. So that left the area behind the seat. Now, because this is a convertible, the seat doesn't fold down. That means that's fair game at that point as far as I'm concerned, because there's no moving parts, which is why we typically don't put them on the back seat, because there is moving parts. And so what we ended up with is making a cool ABS panel that mounts into place. There's two 14 millimeter seatbelt bolts located in this corner and then on the opposite side. And so that allowed us to make this 1/4 inch ABS panel. That's why you can see like the little texture stuff. That's because the ABS is got texture on it. So Epicenter Micro, T-Spec distribution block, LC 51300, and then the DSR-1. Now for those of you going, why wouldn't you just get the D51300? Because it's got a DSP, why go with the DSR-1? So the DSR-1 we were using for integration. iData right now is the only one that makes integration into this factory radio. And the best way to do that is with a iData module of some kind. He chose the DSR-1. You could also choose the Arc Audio Blackbird or PSM Pro, to name a few. But this allowed us to integrate. So we used this DSP here. Now, you could have gone with this and used it as a preamp and then bought the D51300 if you got that kind of money just laying around. I mean, that's up to you. He didn't want to do that. So what we ended up with is this amplifier mounted up in the little gap here. There's a space on the opposite side of this, so that goes. Now the nice thing about this amplifier is it is a vertical amplifier if it needs to be, meaning the heat sinks are across the top. So this will dissipate heat splendidly. DSR-1. And then the Epicenter Micro went on this side here. And that little yellow guy there is the fuse tap for it. Used red Tech Flex and all that other fun stuff to get it into place. You should see me when I'm oh God, really, Baba? In a Miata? I'm sure you can see over the windshield. It's like a Tom Selleck thing from back in the Magnum PI days, I'm sure. How low have you gone on the Elate tweeters? I think 22 is pretty much it. 22, 2.2. So anyways, DSR-1 integrates in. That's really about it. Oh, so base knob for the Epicenter Micro is located here. And then for those of you going, where's the crossovers? So those ended up going into where the factory amplifier is. So the factory amplifier sits here up in the driver's kick panel. So we made a bracket to mount it into place, and then it plugs in to there. And it sits like this, so you can't see any of it. And it just plugs in. Everything uses the iData T-harness. We use the extension EXT4 or extension 4. It's called an AXT4, this guy right here, so that we can mount the DSR-1 in the trunk. They make a 2 and a 4. Over the years, we've just found that, because in the past we would try to put the DSR-1 up in that location, and it's really tight. So we've just stopped doing that. In the regular non-convertible kind, there's a great place to mount it above the rear driver's side wheel. It's like a whole big area, which we did last time. I think we showed you guys that, which worked out really nice. It is a tight install. It is very tight. So, yeah, we wanted to, you had to make sure that it all fit. So look at this guy. Look at this guy going at it here. Look at him. This is what he's trying to get a picture of. Ooh, chimping. He's chimping. I would move the focus point up a little bit.
Okay.
The little red dot in the center, move it up so it's off center, so that you can. So move it, yeah, up. Yeah, that's right. That one's hard to do it on. I forgot, but you can just use that to tap it up. Yeah. So, anyways, there you go. So you have. Let's just do this.
What the hell?
So, yeah, he's got new toys now, so he's all having fun. So he wants this on so that he can take the pictures with the lights. But that's what went into the Mustang. Fast rings. He did some sound treatment, not much. That's about all we got for this car. Hope you guys enjoyed the kicker conversation last night. Also, if you caught the show or the rebroadcast today, you saw that there was that discount code for MECP. Get you 5% off. All you got to do is type in, spell it out, 5-star, and that'll get you 5% off your MECP certification. That is from a Clean Wire Club submission. You guys would win all the time. I mean, we intentionally don't, because we usually save those, like Fernando will pick our pictures when there's like a holiday or something like that we just don't have time to go through and find somebody, and then we'll just use their, then we'll find somebody next week. Or like if there's a Monday that we're not going to, that was good. If there's a Monday, like we're not going to be here, then he might use one of ours so that we don't take the fun out of somebody else from winning, because like we'll just save them for next week. That way, we get to announce their name and give them their proper space and whatnot. You should have come to my store for my birthday like Brian did. Wow. I would have, but...
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, you old fart.
Happy what, 60th birthday?
I think it's at least his 60th.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely a crotchety old man. Get off my lawn. Oh, sorry about that. Apparently our Wi-Fi won't go to the door.
No, it's limited, man. We don't pay for that much.
Dude, he says, I'm sad you dissed me. Wow. Blame it on Nalika. Maybe someday, Dean can make the cover. I know I did with Morella MPS amplifiers soon. I'm hoping to one day make the cover. Ada got dissed. Ada did not get dissed. Ada's just being silly. Hi, Natasha.
Hi.
I'm not older than you. That's not even possible. You thought the cops were behind me. Oh, right, because you heard the fire department. Yeah. Dude, don't you hate that when you're listening to music and there's like sirens in it?
Yeah.
Oh, that totally throws me off, man. Oh, that is the worst. Like, there was a Phil Collins song or Genesis back in the day.
Okay.
That had this noise in it that sounded exactly like the ringer on my phone. This is back when we had phones that plugged into the wall, it's my house. So I'd be listening to the song,
okay,
and I'd have headphones on, and I would hear it, and I'd take it off, and I'd be like, did my phone ring? and I'd hear it again, and I'd be like, God, what the heck? And that's why I stopped wearing headphones, because I was like, okay, I'm paranoid now. It's killed me. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now I have inspiration I need, as my Mustang is that very car, but a coupe instead. LOL. Awesome work. we have plenty of Mustang videos up on the channel, 5-Star Car Stereo. You can check them out. It's inspiration for me too, though, because we've done a couple convertibles, not a bunch of them, and it's always a struggle to figure out like where are we gonna put stuff. And you know, now that I've explored this idea, because I don't think I have a spare tire. I think I just have that. So
no, you have the pump.
I want Sage to make me the 310s box that he made.
That's sexy.
Like he made Sage at Sounds Good Stereo made a Mustang box for a friend of his.
Yeah.
And it had 3 Focal Flax 10s. And it looked freaking awesome. And I know, knowing Sage, it had to sound amazing. So I was like, dude, I want one of those. And he's like,
yeah, man.
I mean, I really didn't blueprint it, so I could probably make it. But
I can make it.
I said, I don't care. I got a saw. I can make it fit. But
I have a hammer.
I got a hammer. I got a cool hammer, you know.
Exactly.
It says Husky on it. But anyways, I think I want to do 310s, but then that's where do I put all the amplifiers? So that's the question. Because for one, I haven't decided on amplifiers, although I'm leaning really hard towards Moscone.
Yes.
But I could be swayed towards Arc. Because, I don't know, I just feel like I need the biggest amps possible. You know? It's kind of tough. I don't know. It's a weird one. Like, I just want stupid big amps.
Stupid big amps.
But I want to put
Really?
the 310s in the spare tire. I want stupid big amps.
Like, how big?
That. Like,
You want how many of those? 3? 830s?
At that point, I wouldn't get 830. I'd just get like 110s and 430s, but I don't know, man. It's tough. I just feel like I want to make it so complicated that I'll never do it.
I feel you're never gonna put nothing in your car, man.
I don't know. I almost want to pull my 8-pillars out because I want to now. Like when we did Sejekis, remember we did the
Let's do
the
it now.
Elates?
We have time. Let's go.
We don't have time. It's 5:30. I got to film a video for tomorrow. When we did Sejekis Elates and we remade the bezel,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because I feel like I could remake the bezel to get those into the 8-pillars.
Ooh, that's just
Between well, no, I don't think so. I think between the Sage technique and the technique we came up with that, I could hybrid that and make a perfect mount. So it's on my list of things that I'll never get around to. But those are the things that keep me up at night.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, I know. And this has been brought to you by Morel, the fine folks that one day will have speakers in my car.
Okay. You know, like Morel is awesome. You know, Morel is giving a lot of systems to put in a car. And, you know.
Just stop.
One day we're going to do that.
Hey, you had a set in your car. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Those hybrids, Morel hybrids are amazing. They sound amazing. But, you know, if you don't have the budget, you can go to the Morel Maximus 3-way set. Awesome. MorelHiFi.com. That's where you can find your speakers. Plug and play for BMWs right now at this moment.
Well, let's not talk about those because they're going to find out more about those
I'm just
tomorrow.
saying. But they have it right there. MorelHiFi.com. And here on Instagram, you can find it.
You know, I was thinking about, instead of calling them plug and play, calling them integration easies.
But that's what they call integration.
No, integration easy.
Yeah, I don't like easy.
I like it. I like easy.
Yeah, because nothing is easy.
There's a lot of things that are easy.
No, nothing is easy.
There's
Everything
a lot
in
of
this
easy.
life is difficult.
No, it's not.
Even doing life is difficult.
Why is it difficult?
Because we don't have good internet. It's difficult.
This guy,
Exactly.
I swear, man. This guy. Cut to the chase with the Elates and call it a day. Yeah, exactly. For sure. I totally agree. All right, guys, listen, this guy's probably going to want his car, so I have Paul calling him. I don't know when it's going to be in, or he's coming in, but we got some stuff we got to finish up here before we get out of here and the day ends. But for you, it's only Tuesday. It's not for us. It's like Thursday or something. But you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk at you tomorrow. Can't wait to see what fun and excitement happens tomorrow. Woo! Do you ever see a shot put, or I'm sorry, discus? You know, shot put and discus. You know, for the Olympics. You know, the thing that they hold in their hands and they spin around and then they throw it. You never seen those in the Olympics? You know what a shot put is, right?
Yeah.
So it's the other event where the guy like spins on one foot, gets down low, and he's got like this heavy frisbee in his hand, and then he lets it go and it flies off. You never seen that? All right, well, I guess we'll be checking that out after the show.
Can I try?
Well, that's what that always reminds me of.
Can I throw it just to see how far it goes?
No, use your boomerang.
Okay.
That's way too expensive.
That means he's gonna come back?
Yeah, it'll come back all right. I'm eating a burrito in honor of Fernando. We actually took a lunch today.
Yes, we did. Wow, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, because we needed to get out of here for like a minute.
Yeah.
Today we were working on, a Jeep. But this Jeep is special. Is that the best way to describe it?
I mean, I would describe it in the other way.
It's special. Yeah, we'll just call it special.
Sounds good, yeah.
This gentleman has been having this Jeep. It's a 2-year project for him. He's been working, somebody's been working on it for him. Either way, it's in its final stages. What is this? What kind of motor was this, or engine?
It's a Chevy.
It's got a Chevy.
It's a Chevy motor.
It's like a Corvette motor, LS1 swap.
It's like an LS1.
Yeah, so this is a rock crawler, so I don't know. I guess it's going to go fast and slow.
Well, so what the guy was explaining me is like normally these cars are very heavy as soon as you start putting a lot of stuff in there.
Right.
So they don't drive as smooth as possible. So
Gotcha.
if you put a bigger engine, normal. So I'm like, okay, sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Anyways, we're getting it now because it's in its final prep area, and
Kind of.
They still got a lot of work to do on it, but I guess they wanted us to do our part now. Supercharged LS. Is that a supercharger?
It is.
Is it a supercharger? It doesn't look like a supercharger because I don't see a belt going to it.
Man, like these guys like this.
Yeah, I know, but doesn't a supercharger typically have like a belt going to it?
There in the bottom?
No, like there should be like a belt going. This just looks like an LS intake.
Yeah.
I don't see a supercharger.
Oh, man.
Because normally there's a belt going up to the supercharger. This doesn't have it. I don't think it does. I think this is just a regular Corvette motor. Either way, doesn't matter because I'm not a motor guy.
Yeah.
So, or engine, whatever you want to call it.
Chevy engine.
Yeah, I'm not an engine guy. As you can tell, because I keep calling an engine a motor. Anyways, so a couple things that we're working on. This is going to be a couple-day project just because it's very hard to work on. So underneath each one of the fenders here is a front-facing camera. So this camera faces, which we'll show you when it's done, it faces out this way, and then there's one on the other side. And so this camera is designed to allow him to see what is happening on this side of the car, and then there's one over here that is for this side of the car. And they're kind of like 10 degrees off of center, so you get a lot of this. Keep in mind, you still have all of this that kind of, but the idea is to see like this area, like where Fernando is standing, and then some over here and whatnot, so you can kind of see what's going on. So we made a bracket first on the laser, and then we transferred it over to ABS.
Why will you transfer it?
Well, I transferred it over to ABS because, and I didn't want to cut it. I didn't want to cut the ABS on the laser because it smells really, really bad. So it's much easier just to make this acrylic and then router it out. But this is the mount, and it kind of goes like this, or actually goes like this. Camera wire comes up through here, screws into place, and then there's a riser that you can see right there. There's a riser. So it's all screwed together, and then there's tape on it, so then it sticks into place, and then there's a bolt that goes into place right here that with a lock washer and all that, so that holds that all up in place, and then the wire works its way into the engine bay here so that he'll be able to, that's not my problem. Whatever the winch, it's like that's somebody else's problem. Ours is just this. So anyways, left camera, right camera, I just got done with that. Now this was, as you can see, big shiny red roll cage in here, right? And for those of you guys that have done Jeeps, you'll see that this bracket right here is the big problem for us, because there's 2 screws behind here in order to get this bucket out. And you got to get this bucket out to get that amplifier out, because this is an infinity system. So we can't do any of that, because we can't, we'd have to remove the roll cage, and like it's behind here and it's screwed. So it's like, I don't even want to begin to figure out how hard it would be to remove the roll cage. So in this case, we had to remove all the screws from the dash, pull the dash as far forward. The original thought was just remove the dash, but then we figured out where there's clips underneath here, and they don't come out because the roll cage is in the way. And the other thing too is there's your tweeter. So, yep, there it is. So anyways, the tweeter disappears behind the roll cage. So we're just doing Rockford T1 coaxials with the bridge mount tweeter, so that it has some tweeter action coming forward. And then if you'll notice up here, there's no sound bar. There's no sound bar in this. This isn't going to stay here. We were test fitting these because we ordered.
This is an F1 Jeep, guys. Okay, as you see.
F1.
F1 Jeep.
So we were test fitting these. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have red zip ties to match the red roll bar, because we have to. We went with some Power Sport Rockford cans. Now the cool thing is they come with stickers, so we can put those over these stickers, so they'll actually be the right. But there's these two brackets. There's a 2-inch roll bar back here, so these go forward. So we were able to get some rear speakers. Yeah, okay. So that got us the 4 speakers we needed in this. Originally they thought they had a sound bar, but it's gone. Jeep people, I know. What?
Hold on.
I thought you said something. Okay. So there is going to be an Alpine backup camera going in here at some point. However, they haven't gotten that far in the build for the rear door. So right now the rear door still has the factory, this stuff on it, and that's all coming off. And the hinges and all that. They have this whole big back door assembly that's going to go on, because it has one of these tires to go on there. So we won't be able to put our camera on until they figure all this crap out. So we're just going to dump our wire back here, and then we'll run it at some point. Subwoofer, we didn't know they were putting new seats in. So originally we were going to go with the Alpine under seat box. That's not going to fit because of these, whatever these are. So we're actually going to do Pioneer 8-inch subwoofers. So there's going to be one underneath that seat and one underneath that seat there. It's something. It's the easiest way to think. It's just something, some kind of bass. And then, what's up, Mark? And then for amplifier wise, he wanted the Rockford Fosgate TM1005AD. This was the one piece that's like, this is going in here.
I don't care.
I'll show you. Take the motor out. The amp's going there. So I'm going to show you guys tomorrow what we came up with for that, because I don't want to give too much away. Just go kill my new Honda deck and doors, Fernando. You make it look so easy. My hands look like Dean's.
Yeah, man.
Gotta have gloves.
He makes me do it, so now.
Yeah, I got enough cuts. So anyways, this is going to go in here. It's getting a high 10. This is the 8-inch subwoofer. So this will be the second one. The first one we just put in the test fit. It's a 2 ohm, so we're going to 1 ohm there.
And he's going to get the new kit?
Yeah, so this is the new
right
high
here.
10 kit to give us all the gauges and stuff like that, all the gauge pack up onto the radio. So there again, we haven't gotten that far. There's the gauge cluster right here, because there again, we were starting to take the dash out of the car to make our lives easy.
Did you show them the gear shifter?
Oh yeah, look at the gear shifter, man. What the? It's like, it's got all this stuff. Yeah, like this is not a. That is so weird, dude. It's weird to use, man. Yeah, it's very strange.
I like this one, man. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is nice.
But yeah, so we started pulling all this apart, and then we got right to here, and there's a bracket right there that comes up and it stops because this is in the way. So we couldn't remove the airbag to get this out of the car. So we had to pull, there's like screws under here. We pulled all the screws out so we could get this as far forward. The nice thing is that this 6.5 is not a 6.5, it's a 6 3/4, which means it fills the gap perfectly. So this is the T1. I don't know what them, but anyways, they actually make 3 versions of the T1 6.5-inch coaxial. They make a 6, a 6.5, and a 6 3/4. So this is the 6 3/4, which is really cool.
This is the model number T1 675.
So 3/4. Yeah. So it has that cool bridge tweeter, and which is nice for us because at least it's aiming forward when it's at that angle, so we'll still get some treble.
Trouble with
tribbles. So that's kind of where we're at. This has been a day of discovery, like just mounting those cameras, and it's like, so we had to figure out a camera to put there. We had no idea. So I mean, just figuring that out was several hours. I just put the last screw in, you know, and how we figured it out, like which camera is going to work best and stuff like that is, you know, for those of you guys seen, we have a CCTV adapter, and so what that does is tester. Yes, thank you, Fernando. So hang on, let me grab this here. So, and grab the wires. Now, because these are front facing, you have to make sure that you get a camera that will do mirror, meaning that because when it's out the back, it flips the image. So when it's in the front, you have to unflip the image so that you get the right side of the car on the right side and the left side of the car on the left side.
So it has a power output.
Hold on.
So this one has...
It has 12 volts out.
Provides you, 12 volts out.
They don't make this one anymore, which really sucks.
But I'm sure they make.
Well, there's plenty of them, but yeah, there's something very similar, but
right,
they don't make this
power,
one.
ground, you grab.
I know, I gotta go on and find one.
And connect your camera. And
oh yeah,
voila.
2 weeks.
Look
And
at
so then there's what you end up with. Let's see, let's do that. And so, you know, here's my feet. I'm on that side.
Well, I mean, if you move, you can see the battery charger all the way in the back. What are you flexing, man? I can see you flexing.
How am I flexing? I'm just trying to hold the camera. So, anyways, what that gives you the image of let's pull this up here. There we go. So that gives you the image of the tire, as you can see there. He wanted to make sure that the tire is in the bottom of the screen, and then we can see all the rocks as they're coming. So there you go. So that'd be cool. So when you're looking at it in the dash, like there's my butt. So this is how that would look. But yeah, so this will allow him to see those obstacles, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll have the backup camera, which is the Discus that we were looking at, which is the Alpine. The reason why we picked the Alpine is because it works the best with these big goofy rims that
like if
massive.
For example, like you're going to remove this part right here, and that touches there.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that touches, because that's the lockout for the 4-wheel drive, I think. So yeah, it ought to be interesting to see what that looks like once we get the wheel. The nice thing about this one is the door opens wide enough and doesn't hit. Like, if you ever go into a parking lot and you see a Jeep that has a dent right here, that's from this, because it's just bad design. But because its tires stick out so far,
this one actually,
it rests on there, which is great. Do you guys stock the K2 coaxials? Thinking about putting those in my back doors. No, man. Sorry. No.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Just call Paul.
Nope. No, we don't have them. Anyways, moving on. So that's what we got going on in the install bay today. Pretty exciting. Not really. We'll come in tomorrow. We'll kind of catch up what's going on. Right now, this is scheduled to, what is today? Wednesday, Thursday. It's just scheduled really like Friday morning sometime, just because hopefully we won't need it that long, but it's just everything on it is a pain. Are you guys going to SEMA? Yes, we'll be at SEMA with Rockford Fosgate. That's right. And here's the cool thing. If you guys are going to SEMA, we're going to be part of the Rockford Experience, which is really what it is. It's the Rockford Experience. Not only that, we're going to be doing... we're going to give you the opportunity to tell us your Rockford experience.
So we're going to interview you.
Yeah, so we'll have a couple questions, and you'll have the opportunity to answer that, which will get you into one of our videos and or one of Rockford's videos. Mm-hmm. So it's a really cool opportunity to get a little taste of what it's like to be in a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
hi to us. Why not?
There's a new Integra? Is there a new Integra?
Of course, yes.
I haven't seen the new Integra.
Like
I'm not a Honda guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I know. I haven't. Obviously not, because I've never even heard of it.
I think I has to buy one. Just because it's an Integra.
Okay, pro tip. ANC boxes behind the right corner dash panel and new Accords. Okay, that sounds easier. How difficult is sound treating the headliner?
Nah.
It's super time consuming. It's not.
Yeah. As soon as you remove the headliner.
Well, that's the problem. Is you got to remove. It just depends on the car, but you got to remove the A pillars, the C pillars, the D pillars. If you've got airbags, you got to deal with all the airbag stuff. We typically don't do it just because it's way too time consuming. Like it would take us all day, and it's a lot of money to say that. But if you're doing it yourself, just time, patience, going slow, watching some YouTube videos on how to take a car apart, a drink from lunch.
We can sound dead in this one.
You totally sound dead in this one. But yeah, as far as SEMA goes, yes, we'll be there with Rockford, which is super awesome. And speaking of Rockford, Rockford is the principal sponsor for the build-off at MasterTech Expo.
That is correct.
And you guys will get, if you follow Mobile Solutions, if you're on the 12-volt Clean Wire Club, if you follow 5-Star,
MasterTech,
if you follow MasterTech, any one of those things, I think it should have launched right about now. There's a big announcement as far as registration goes. So a lot of you guys are like, oh man, you know, it's this and it's money. It's what it comes down to is money. However, right now for the month of October, this is the quiet launch. I mean, we're not really promoting it too hard, but we're doing a soft opening and there is a major discount. What's the discount? I sent it to you. I don't remember.
Let me see.
What is the discount? MasterTech registration is live. Early bird pricing until end of October. So I don't know what it is either.
Not yet.
But if you're interested in going to MasterTech and you have funds now, buy your tickets this month because you're going to save some cash. I think it's like $100. It's either 50 or $100.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Either, I don't know. Either way, you're going to save money if you register for MasterTech now. Then you can come watch the build-off. You can come watch the 12-volt Clean Wire Club. If you're in industry, there's going to be awards that you're going to be able to enter. We're going to be talking about those probably right around SEMA. We're going to start talking about the awards and how to enter. It's super easy. If you can make a PDF, you can enter. Okay? We're not asking you to make videos. We're not asking you to like tell us your life story. All we're asking you to do is post pictures.
Yeah.
And you guys do that already, so it's going to be pretty cool. You do have to be going to MasterTech in order to win, but this is the first year. Who doesn't want to win the first trophy award, as it were? Who doesn't want to win that first one? Like 10 years from now, you're going to be the guy that wins the first MasterTech Expo Installer Award, Clean Wire Award, or sorry, it's a Fabricator.
It's a
Fabricator, lighting, 12 volt, new up and coming. So all you young guys go, I can't enter because I'm not that good. I've only been doing it for like 5 years, bro. Screw that. We made a contest just for you guys. Okay, so you don't have to compete against, you know, the Adas of the world or. Well, Tom Miller's not going to run probably because he's going to be a judge, but you don't have to compete against
MasterTech.
Yeah, you don't have to go against like the TJs and the JTs and the CTs and the QPs and you know all the guys that just use 2-letter names that are badass fabricators. Yeah. You don't have to worry about competing against those. You get your own category, so it's pretty awesome. And there again, we'll tell you more about that in a couple weeks for sure. But if you guys want discounts, head over. Find a link. Like I said, we'll have it in the 12-volt Clean Wire Club. We'll have it on 5-Star. We'll have it everywhere. So it'll be awesome. Get the savings.
Keep your eyes open, yeah.
This is a Jeep. This is what we're working on. That's what it is. That's it for now, guys. Hey,
guys, don't forget.
Oh, wait. Wait, there's more. Hold on. Wait.
Don't forget, this show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com. They come out with an amazing BMW subwoofers, so you can watch the video about those speakers and subwoofers today, and the YouTube's
5-Star car stereo.
5-Star car stereo, yeah.
I know you had to do that total thinking.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, so check that out. MorelHiFi.com. check some Instagram here.
Fro's throwing it down. He's ready to compete against Tom.
Hey.
Fro wants to go up again, head-to-head with Tom Miller.
Hey, man.
So, yeah. Do it, Fro.
Let's go.
Do it. Well, Fro builds that crazy system he was talking about, you know. And there you go. There's the horn. All right, guys. That's it. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye. I have to organize my apps.
I mean,
I think I have to organize my life.
There you go. I think that's more.
Right?
More to the point. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good day, welcome, happy Friday. Yep, there you go. Mel, what's happening, dude?
Hey, buddy.
Mel.
Why is MML?
It could be MML. Because of MMMats. Or Mats.
Because Mats Mel.
I think you just say it Mats. The MMMats sounds weird.
Yeah.
What's up, Ada? It's funny, the picture that popped up right before I went live was Ada. Sitting on the trunk. Yeah, right before I hit go on this, it was him with some dude sitting in the back of their car. You know, smiling.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, and then he just chimes in and says hi. Does wireless CarPlay sound the same as wired? Yes. It's over Wi-Fi. So wireless CarPlay is done over Wi-Fi. So you have a big tube, big pipe, as it were, to get the sound from the radio. Does not sound like Bluetooth. So it sounds fine. Anyways, the Jeep is done. For those of you guys that tuned in on Tuesday?
On this week?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. This is quick story. Guy's been having this get an LS swap in it for the last 2 years. It's almost done. They brought it to us to do the audio in it because I guess it's going to be done here short enough. And yeah, me too, the editing. So there you go. Anyways, it's time to do the audio. We didn't know anything about it other than, it was a Jeep. We didn't realize it was having a cage put in it, custom seats, the whole 9 yards. Communication breakdown, I guess, between the... Either way, here it is today. High 10, some speakers, amp, subs. So let's go over what the finished product is. We talked about some of the stuff we're going to. We'll start here in the back. So in the back, it was supposed to have a sound bar. Didn't have a sound bar. So we added in these kicker... I'm sorry, did I say kicker? Oh my gosh, Rockford. The news this morning, they were in the news, so it's what's on my mind. Rockford tubbies. These are the short tubbies made for side-by-sides. This is a 2-inch pipe. That clamp will fit in between a 1.5 and a 2-inch. They have little rubber that they exchange. We have this cool safety thing here. You can flip these around if you want them to face back. They do come with stickers so that you can get the right orientation of the Rockford logo on them. So that is the passenger. This is the driver's. Now, Fernando had me order in these red zip ties. We also covered the wire in red Tech-Flex so that, as you see, it blends in really nice. That is the Alpine camera, which we'll show you in a second. The reason why that is not in place is because what's missing is they're doing a door work thing, and it's got one of these big-ass tires that's got to go on there. So we don't know what that's going to look like, so we just ran the wire, and it's just sitting here. We're going to pull it out, but he wanted to make sure you saw how it worked. Cool thing about the Alpine camera, third brake light, which he's going to need right there. Boom, magic. And then, of course, it also has a reverse light here in the center, which he doesn't need to turn on because you got to start up the vehicle to do that because it has a GM motor in it now. So, and then, of course, the camera faces down. Behind this is the nut to get it off, but this is made to go onto one of those big tires. I think they're taking this out. It's really not necessary. It's kind of looks cheesy anyways. But anyways, now the amp that he went with was the Rockford Mini T1005. You guys, this is it here. And what we did is, because there was no place to mount them, which I'll show you in a minute, the location underneath here leaks. He's going to be crawling, so we didn't want it to go in there because that's basically a tub. You can literally see the rust line where it gets water. So these are the same 2-inch brackets that are holding these on. I was like, holy crap, let's just get another set of these. I'll make an amp rack. So that's what we did. and mounted the amp on the inside of the window because he has this giant box right here that goes in this area where I'm currently sitting. So we wanted to make sure that this was out of the way. Plus we'll get plenty of air circulation because these amps do run really, really hot. And so it's normal. It's just, they're small, they're overclocked. It's a lot of power. So on one side is the power wire, and then on this side here is all the speaker and RCAs. That way we could do a thinner amp rack, keep it nice and low. And as you can see, it sits right below the window. So if you're looking in the window, you really can't even see it. Gain control is a real pain in the butt, as I found out. You have to put a light down there and look through the window and turn it's fun. So we put the power wire here on the outside so we could have the red and the black and the blue, make it look kind of neat. And then on the other side is all the speaker, and it comes in and goes behind the roll cage and down and up to the front. So this is the amplifier here, and it's nice and bolted into place, and so like you still have all this room. That was kind of cool. I'm glad that was so like you can't even really, you don't even know what it is. But if you come over here, you can see where the amplifier is into place. These amplifiers have fans, but all that air can get into there. It is a conformal coated because it's silver. That denotes conformal coating, just in case. So for the poor guys that have to sit back here, I've hit my head on this bar several times. So if they brake check you, it's not going to be fun. I can tell you that right now. You'll be hearing those sirens because your head will be cracked open. The tweeter sits right here behind the roll bar, so we thought that would be kind of counterproductive. So inside of here are some T1 6 3/4 with the separate tweeter that comes off it, so the tweeter's aiming up at you. Let me go around to the other side. And while we're walking here, I'll shut this door. We did 2 rock crawl cameras. So there's a camera here that we made a custom mount for. It sits here, and then there's a matching one on the driver's side. More detail on that on Wednesday's episode. All right, so here is the Stinger High 10. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with this radio, it comes with this dash kit that is designed. There's no cutting involved to put this in. So if you're like, I don't want the other company because you got to like cut the whole side of the dash out. There's no cutting to put this in. You actually retain the screw here in the top. Dual USB, one is for charge and one is for iPhone. It has 4-camera operation. So we'll hit the home button here, grab camera. So now we have the options of what camera we want. So over on this side would be this view right here. You can see our Fernando short stool. Tap the screen and we can go reverse. This is going to pull up the camera that's the Alpine camera that's just sitting in the back of the car. Then we can go left, and that is going to pull up a beautiful view of my trash can and the charger here. So
and they still have one more input for the camera.
Yeah, you can do.
I don't know.
But so when he's rock crawling, he can hit these and go over to the other camera and see
what's coming.
So that's what he asked for. We've never done that before, so that was different. The nice thing is this does have the microphone built inside because, as you notice, they tore off all of these things. They also removed the Sirius XM antenna, which we had to relocate an antenna up here on top of the roll cage so that he could get Sirius XM, because in the factory it's mounted onto the sound bar, which they took out. So fun times there. So hit the home button. We can go out of here, go to CarPlay. You got audio. So underneath these seats are 2 of the Pioneer single shallow mount 8 enclosures. So that's these guys right here. And they've got little 8s that fire up. It's not a ton of bass. It's some bass. It's what you got. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to go in here. Vehicle info. So this uses the new kit that they just came out with for these vehicles. We've noticed that his front doors, even though they're open, are not responding. We don't know why, but but it's showing us that the other doors are open.
But it's because they've been changing a lot.
They've done a lot.
System into this. So yeah.
We have the gauge clusters up here. Some of those are doing what, and then you got performance, and then you got drivetrain. and then you can do some settings. But this is the new system that they just added to this, the JK Jeep. They have it on the JL Jeep, but they haven't had it on this one. So this is kind of a cool feature. This is you can, if you've got an older version of this in your Jeep and you'd like to add this, they sell it as just a standalone kit. Or if you're looking to buy it new, you can get it, and the new kits come this way. So, and then you can custom design these. You have two presets. You have preset 1 and preset 2. So, so anyways, we'll go back here. But that is the high 10. There's also a little light that comes on down here that I think is for the switches, but yeah. So basically that is what you got. You got the 6.5.
I like that song, To Be Crawling Into a Mountain.
Oh, this is, yeah, you definitely want this song when you're rock crawling, for sure. 100%. I mean, that would be the coolest thing ever. Okay. Didn't know that. You just tap them.
You can change.
You just tap them here and it'll cycle through.
Which one is important
Yeah.
for you?
Huh. It's weird that it's off. Okay. That's what we got. It's finished. Right?
Done.
We're done?
Working and done. That's it.
Yeah. Pretty
All
cool.
right.
So as promised, the Jeep is, Jeep is what it is. All right, let me go back. Need one center front. He didn't want that. I mean, I don't know. I figure he'll use it and figure out what he wants to do with that one, and we can go from there. But we're just happy to get out of here. Now, the one problem I foresee him having with this is because this is an LS engine and it's not the factory engine. I don't know how well it's going to communicate the data between the gauge cluster and the radio and this particular setup. If this was a normal Jeep, obviously that would be fine. But hey Dean, I'm adding kicker amp sub to a 23 Ram 1500 with HK premium system using pack CH03. What is my best speaker to tap into? Front door. The front door is probably going to be your best option. It's got the HK system. I haven't, on that particular one, I haven't had a chance to meter the subwoofer, but the front door should be putting out the same frequency response as the sub. That's what they typically have done in all the other Dodges. So if you're only just doing a sub, then yeah, front doors would be the way to go. So he's actually from Alabama. He's not from Florida. So we have a place called Sperry here. I think you can go mud crawling. I don't know what rock climbing you're doing there, but he's not from Florida. I don't know a lot of the details about this particular one. I know I talked to him once, and then Paul's been talking to him the whole time. So,
yeah,
it's what it is. This has been a difficult one for sure, because none of the stuff that we normally do we could do. Oh, one other thing that we did that was really cool was this guy right here. Fernando wanted to put the bass knob here because there was nothing there, and so we had to bend the acrylic to do it. We went with flat black. That's why this isn't shiny. We put a cool Jeep grill on it and whatnot, so now he's got his subwoofer level control located right here. Kind of cool, right? Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good idea. I'm doing the same job as you. My heart goes out to you. Love the Jeep grill. Yeah, I thought that was cool, right? You know, you can definitely tell it's a Jeep. I mean, if anything, this is the coolest part of the install, right? So that'll be it. I mean, I like the way we came up with the amplifier solution. Obviously, being able to see the amplifier would have been neat, but I don't know what attaches to these hooks here. I don't know how much room this is taking up, so this made the most sense, keeping it up out of the way and tucked. This was a good solution for rear speakers. You know, we brought them in and over and high enough so that the headrest is not blocking them that much, even though they're firing directly at the back. You know, how much sound do you need? You are doing great work. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So that's, and then there's the camera. So we're going to pull it. We're actually going to keep the camera here. Yes, there is actually a Fernando fancy fuse holder. Do you want to open the hood real quick and show it to him? Did you pull the key out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we know that the key isn't reporting because the radio isn't shutting off when you pull the key out. It actually waits to shut the key off. And then, of course, in the gauge cluster, it's not showing the doors open either. So I don't know what's going on there, but
Well,
yep, short guy problems.
I never have those.
There you go.
So power wire
Power bundle.
goes the same. We have our camera connections over here.
So all the camera connections are underneath the hood here, and then they're labeled so that if someone has to take this apart, go figure, they'll be able to figure out where the camera wires are, and there's loops. So if they have to be moved for whatever reason, because they're, again, really, this is, I don't know, you know. So we put him here in the hopes that, you know, he's not ripping his fenders off. But we'll have to see. Let's see what happens. I don't know if he's going through the Mojave Desert, rock crawling or whatever. So this is the Fernando Fancy fuse holder here. It attaches to the side using one of the factory bolts over here, and then it comes across. They have attached 102 things to each one of these batteries. So we made a bigger bracket. You know, who knows? Maybe they'll want to add something to that.
Well, as you know, the normally bracket for the Jeep comes like this, a little bit this way. So they create these new mounts, they relocate the battery and all that stuff. So that was the only way we can put our fuse holder in there. So
definitely. So when you say, should I use a key lock to clean signal on the 2023 Accord 8 speaker to a D611200, or do I let the D611200 clean the signal? The question I would have, is it just the four locations, meaning door, rear deck, or is there also a center and a subwoofer? Because that's a whole nother animal that you don't have enough channels for. So, and as far as like a key lock goes, you couldn't use a key lock if it is the premium audio system, because you don't have enough channels for that. So you're already, so if it's no center and sub. Okay, so you just have, it's a 4-channel output then. Make sure to head over to pack-audio.com, because they do make a T-harness for that now to make your installation easier. And as far as that goes, you can fix everything you need to fix with just the audio control. Like we actually did a video. Honda does a really good job with their EQ coming out of the radio. It fixes a lot of the problems in the car. And if you... what we've found in that car is if we do a whole bunch of de-equalization to it, we actually have to apply a lot of the stuff we just removed back. So they don't have all-pass filters. They don't have a lot of the nonsense that like a Toyota would have. So in a Honda, totally comfortable with just letting the EQ do what it needs to do and leaving it simple for that, for sure. Run your front rear into it and you're golden. And that amp will still fit underneath the passenger front seat, because it's the same size as a 5-channel. We've done those under there too, if you're going to do that. You bet. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. We're going to keep this one short today because we actually have a bunch of stuff we have to get going to do, and we want to get to it. So that's the Jeep. That's what's happening. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll answer a ton more of your questions. And also don't forget, if you're interested in going to Master Tech Expo, to head over there now, because there's a discount for the month of October.
And a prize that you're going to get.
Sure. Yeah. All that fun stuff. But, Fernando.
Hey guys, don't forget, this show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com, where you can find all your goodies about car stereo. MorelHiFi.com, and here on Instagram, Morel_America. where they give you a lot of prizes too. So don't forget to follow them, and yeah.
There you go. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. Have a great day. See ya.